You're going to take Arthur with you?
Arthur, 10 days clean, I'm going to take him into a warehouse for a fucking argument.
To beat a man is going to kill that man.
It's his reputation you're taking.
Black Star, not.
Beating can be conducted in a civilised way. No one would dare fuck with Arthur Shelby. You're Isaiah... Who?
I love her so much! It's freaking insane how much.
Who's keen to learn?
And you want Arthur to be back
Deal with Hayden Stagg.
on work, you know.
Bring Arthur back in one piece, and in return, you won't tell Tommy that you're laying private bets.
Just trying to make a few extra pennies. Buy that birthday present for my girlfriend.
Lucky girl.
Why is it flirting, my dear?
Tommy says it's just a run-on. No. I think it's in both. It's moving quickly. You giving up, Lizzie?
No, never.
No. Come, being strong. Tommy's up in the mountains to be among the gypsies.
He's trying also.
True, it's a blessing he's not around at the hospital. He wants to do his fight people and blame himself, and I've never felt so ashamed of him crying, because right now I need a normal man. It's me.
She needs someone to be there. Just that, in fact. That was a good one. She gave her the drink and cigarette.
He gave me instructions, not information. It's 1934, and the doctors know what it is. They know what causes it. But my husband, he knows better.
He believes. It's his face. You knew it.
It's okay, Arthur. I'll look after you. I even said it'd be okay if I recruited my cousins. Off the streets of Allenlock and looking for a big time. What do you say, Arthur?
Peaky Blinders are back. Where is Finn? That's what I'm saying. It would be great. That's the answer that we know and that we love. I hope so.
Can you say I'll be back?
Is it a test? Are you a real gypsy?
I find anyone wasting my time, I use that rope to fucking hang you.
That's the Tony that we know and that we love. Is it the return of the fucking Peaky Blinders? I hope so, again.
Any man, any fucking man, who looked like this before. The Peaky Blinder. After.
Do you still have your razor, you know, inside?
We're here to meet a gentleman called Hayden Stagg.
My name's Hayden Stagg. I hear there's so many from Birmingham looking for me.
You heard it right.
I was in the banana warehouse playing football with the boys.
We fucking don't care. That was a warning.
Whereabouts of the business? I like to call it Black Star business.
Black Star pub, is it?
There is no Black Star on that business.
But the pub you drink, Mr. Stagg. It's called the Dolphin, right? And there's a woman there.
Are you gonna lie about it?
She sings out, "I'll blow sound." You're stealing from Shelby Company Limited.
And you're gonna regret
You're
it.
stealing from the Peaky Blinders, man. Punishment. As a visitor to the Black Star pub. But, out of kindness, in my heart, your sentence has been commuted. Praise the fucking Lord!
Praise Ada.
And I'll be Ada.
Uh-huh.
Still, Miss Lyon Stagg, it's just a beating for you.
Arthur Shelby, is it, yeah?
Uh-huh.
The marks on your arm. Yeah. Just poison what you come up the canal.
Just fucking do it, Arthur.
He's gonna kill you just because you're trying to humiliate him.
I'm strong, comrade.
Arthur, let's just fucking do it.
Yeah, it's me that's doing me. But it's me who feels sorry for you. Mr. Sir. No, betrayed you because it didn't man's illusion. I was once where you are now, aren't I?
Isaiah, intervene, please.
Jesus and your wife and your kids can't help you. Only you have to show me.
For that, you're right.
Only you. Walk like it's a flat plane. Easy step by easy step.
Awesome.
Where's your step happen? Give me all that.
Arthur, I'm not gonna ask you fucking twice.
Leave me alone. No, fuck off.
Oh my dear. That's great for Arthur, for this character, for him changing and all of that, I know it. But for the Peaky Blinders, like this man maybe is gonna steal again from you, for the business, for your reputation.
Did you ever go to John's grave?
Things are really bad.
Oh, what's really bad?
I've done bad things, Esmee.
No shit.
Shouldn't have done more to protect
You
John.
think in this holy place the spirits are listening to you being kind?
Believe it or not, Esmee, I'm discovering kindness.
Do you think you've lost your mind,
I
Thomas?
lost it long ago.
When he
Jesus
tried
Christ came in.
to kill himself.
I know why you're here. You recall a sapphire? You gave a sapphire to one put death in Barwell.
10 years ago, I warned her about it, but she took it anyway.
She gave the sapphire to her sister, Gladney Barwell. Gladney put the stone around the neck of her daughter. Straight away, the little girl began to cough. She died that night, 7 years old.
It's because of that the woman wants revenge for that?
I heard they threw the sapphire in the river. No one's ever gone to look for it. I'm guessing it's be the girl's mother who laid the curse. Perhaps she waited till your little girl was 7, so you'd know how it feels.
She was playing in the river. Ruby.
No. Perhaps the treatment will work, and your daughter will live. Science. I can leave you if you want. Your horse knows its way back. But I think this should be some reward for what I've shown you.
I will find this fucking name Barwell. I will fucking find her. And I will give her money to take back this curse.
You only found me because I wanted to be found.
£10,000 more, anything. You will put out word, Esmee. You will put out word, I will put out word, and I will find her. I will put a monument to this little girl.
That's not what she wants, but mother.
That and 10,000. Ruby will be well. She will be well. Now that I'm without whiskey, I can hear the spirits clearly, and I'd say that Ruby will be well if I make it.
The fact
That's
that
the conversation.
it's one of his little enemies, you know, who did that. It's really like he's paying for all of his crimes.
Yes, I will give you gold.
In a certain times, gold is always certain.
I will give you gold.
It's really symbolic, you know, the fact that it's a little thing that he did, that he said.
Where are you? Where are you? Where the fuck are you?
What happened? Lizzie? No, 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 don't tell me. No.
She's gone to me.
No.
She's now 570. You were fucking here.
I'm so sorry.
Before then, she was here.
Oh, Ruby, no.
Now she's gone to where they both did.
Lizzie, forgive me.
Dead people. She was asking just now for you. Wait.
She asked for him.
I told her that you loved. I gave her your kiss goodbye.
It's really sad for Ruby for sure, because she was just a little girl who was afraid, who wanted her dad to be there and he was not there. Like, it's so sad. It's sad also for Lizzie, who was all alone to deal with that. She needed him to be there with her to help her with that, but she couldn't count on him for that. And she said it to Ada, like, when she said it, the fact that she wants a normal husband, you know, someone who is just there. I felt, you know, that it was really important for her and that it was a real deal breaker, you know, like, she loved, she loves Tommy so much, and she was okay for everything that he was doing, but for him to not be there for their dying daughter, it's over, you know. For Lizzie, she's never gonna be able to forgive that. And for sure, I'm sorry and sad for Tommy, because he was not there, because he was trying to save her, you know, according to his faith, to what he believes into, and it didn't work, and he's blaming himself for the curse. Right there, he's gonna blame himself because he didn't find the solution right on time. And also, you know, the symbolic of Ruby's death for him, I said it in the intro, is not present, you know, not that much. He said it, he killed a part of himself. That was already hard to see him like that, but at least he had that hope, that dream of finishing that business, finishing everything, and after that, take a retreat, you know, and just be there for his family, with his kids. That was his only hope, his only dream. But I think that he truly believed into that. So for Ruby to be dead now, that's the end of everything. He can't have that hope, that dream anymore. And he doesn't have really anything now. He considers, you know, that he lost the love of his life with Grace. He lost brothers, he lost Polly, he lost himself. He tried to kill himself. Right there, he lost a potential future, you know, a dream, something, the last thing which could make him happy. He lost a kid. I'm afraid of what he's gonna do next, the impact that it's gonna have on him. You know, this episode felt like a return to the basic stuff of the Peaky Blinders. I'm not saying of this show, but of the Peaky Blinders. Arthur leading men to punish someone, Ada doing the business things, people doubting of her and her making them understand that she counts, and Tommy doing these things, you know, gypsy things, trying to erase a curse, all of that. It felt like a return to the basic stuff of the Peaky Blinders. Gangster things, business things, and gypsies things. But if you are thinking about it, except for Ada, the brothers, they failed. Ada, she managed to make them stop considering her like that and making them all understand that she has the power into that place, that room, and that she's counting. She's not only the sister. Okay, she was right there to deliver a message and an invitation, but she counts, and you should stop talking like that to her and all. Oh, it made me so mad at some point. But at the same time, I think that Jack is so her, you know, the fact that she's really smart and that he should respect her. I appreciated that. Gina acting like she knows everything about everyone, like she's not really involved and all of that. She's falsely genuine about the situation. She's really right there. You know, during that meeting, which was an important meeting between Jack and the Nazi guy, like, for sure, she wanted to be there to listen to everything for Michael. She was acting like a spy for him, but she's acting like she doesn't care, she's involved, but not that much, like... You know what I think about her and the fact that she can be dangerous because they're gonna underestimate her, and that can be bad because she's gonna be an ally for Michael until the end. I truly think so. Right there, Ada, you did your stuff and you did it well. After that, you gave that order to Isaiah and you did it well. The boy was impressed. Maybe more than that? We'll see. You gave that job to Arthur, and Arthur, you know, during that moment when he saw that these men that were going with him, you know, with this outfit, and what he told them, like, you're representing the fucking Peaky Blinders, so you're gonna act like that and you're gonna tell what I'm saying. He was back to be himself and all, but the fact is that he can't be back to be that guy that he was because it's not who he is now. He changed so much, he lived so many things. Right there, what that guy said, I hated it because I saw that he was manipulating Arthur, that he was getting into his head, so for sure I hated that and I didn't want that to happen. But at the end, what he said, it was true, you know, and Arthur understood it. So I can understand what Arthur decided to not beat him up, but I'm not sure of the consequences of that decision, you know, for the Peaky Blinders to come with the intention to beat that guy, to punish him for what he did, and at the end to not do it. Like, if that guy is continuing to do what he's doing, Arthur is going to be the one to blame. For the business, it's not great, and for Arthur also, for his reputation, for being back at the head of the Peaky Blinders. But maybe it's not Arthur anymore to be a leader of the Peaky Blinders, in fact. And maybe it's for the best, at least for him. Again, if I'm thinking about Arthur, the fact that he didn't do it, it's really great. He changed. He listened to that guy, and what that guy said was great for the character himself. But for the Peaky Blinders, for the reputation and all, that's not. So I'm divided about that moment. And Tommy chasing Ghost, you know. It was cool to have Esmee back for this character, really cool. It had to be her, you know, to have that gypsy moment with him. It had to be her. It was great. For her also, all of these things, like, it felt like tests about Tommy, are you still a real gypsy or not? She was surprised that he can read signs. She was surprised that he's still riding horses like that. She was surprised, you know, also into the graveyard. Like, it felt like a test for Tommy to prove that he's still a gypsy. At the end, the fact that the curse, you believe in curse or not, I don't care, and I'm not gonna pronounce myself about it. The fact is that Tommy, he believes into that, and that's what is important for me right there. And the fact that this curse was sent by someone, like, we couldn't suspect that woman to be the one at the origin of that curse, because it was really such a little thing into all of his journey, and we know that he has enemies, and we know the big enemies that he can have, but right there, it's one of his little enemies. And yes, if we have to think about it, he has little and big enemies, but the fact that right there, this curse, which is gonna cost the life of his daughter, it's made by one of his little enemies. I mean, it's really him paying for all of his crimes, the little ones and the big ones. And for this woman, it was a big one. She lost a daughter. Do you understand what I mean? Like, for the writers, it's to tell to the viewers, okay, you are considering the big enemies that she has to fight, and it's big ones, and it's big business situations and all of that, but the little ones, little enemies, they are also impacted a lot by Tommy and what he's doing. And right there, that woman, she lost a daughter, so it's a daughter against another daughter. Like, that was logical for that woman, and that was a big deal for that woman. And now it's gonna become one for Tommy. But yes, it's really Tommy paying for all of his crimes. That curse, you know, it was for that, and the writers, they made it like that that was well done. Well thought, you know, but for the writers to make it like that. Tommy promising God, you know, to Esmee, to this woman to erase that curse. No, that's not what she wanted, that woman. And no matter what, it's too late. At the end, Ruby is dead. Again, I'm so sad for the little girl, for Lizzie, for Tommy. That moment, you know, on the stairs with these two talking about Ruby's earth, that was really great because the camera was so close, you know, with them that we had the impression to share a moment of intimacy, you know, between them. Like, we had the impression that they were together, but in fact they were looking into different directions, and they finally looked into the same directions, and they were finally really together when they were worried about Ruby, when Lizzie began to cry for Ruby and he reassured her, like he took her into his arms. It was really like, with the camera and with the direction of the actor and the actress, the filmmaker is also sending a message. The fact that they are together but not really, they are looking into different directions, they are not really together, and only Ruby is making them together. So at the end, to have these two, with the death of Ruby, separated, you know, with the camera, you know, really taking them one by one like that, and they are not on the same picture together. For me, it's again an intention behind the camera to tell to the viewers, that's it. With Ruby, who is not there anymore, they are separated, they are not together, like it's obvious now for everyone, including for the characters. Do you understand what I mean? I freaking love when shows, movies, when the filmmakers, when there is a real intention behind the camera and behind the direction of the casting, and right there I felt it, and it was so cool, really, to see that when they were into the stairs and to see that difference when Ruby is dead. That was so great. We have a lot of good pictures into this show in general, but also a lot for this season. That's so cool. And now what? Tommy is gonna get back to business. He's gonna get back to deal with the Nazi guy, with Jack, with Michael, through Gina or not. With Arthur, like you're gonna call Linda again. With the Peaky Blinders business also, like, I swear. Like, I said it in the intro, with all of his journey, you know, with all of what he lived, Tommy, I think that this show is gonna end with his death, which is killing me. Like, I'm trying to say that to myself, to prepare myself for that when it's gonna happen, to cry, but not that much, really to be prepared for it. I'm not sure that it's gonna work, but I'm really trying my best. But I really hope that the Peaky Blinders are not gonna die with him. Like, it's not this season, this end of this show, it's not gonna be about the end of the Peaky Blinders. I really saw that moment, you know, with Carl saying, do you want me to answer to the phone, with the fact that he's that old now, with the fact that we have so many kids around, with Finn also, who is right there and who is not on screen. Like, it's making me so mad, you know how much I love that boy. But I really hope that it's not gonna be the end of the Peaky Blinders if it's the end of Arthur, Tommy. Like, with that moment, with that scene with Arthur, it's almost like you're telling us that Arthur can't be a Peaky Blinder anymore, and Tommy, again, if he would die, yeah. But Isaiah, Finn, Carl, they can take the lead after them, no? Oh, we'll see. I said in the intro that I was worried and stressed, that I had no hope. Weirdly, at the end of this episode, I'm less worried, because now that Ruby died, at least we don't have this issue to resolve anymore. Like, we had the conclusion of that big issue. We have still Tommy's house to be worried about. Now, also the consequences of that death for him, like the psychological things which are gonna happen into his head with his health because of that, like we'll see. Ada, I think that she can really take the lead of the Charby company. I really think so. She's good at it, and we saw how good she is right there. Working with Azaya also, maybe something like that. So I'm not worried about that. I'm worried for Arthur, like always. All of the things, you know, with Jack, with the Nazi guy, with the opium, it seems to work for now, so I'm not worried about that. Michael is still an issue, but not to resolve right now. Yes, it's weird, I'm less worried for all of them. I'm still worried a lot for Tommy, for sure. That was an episode. Clearly, it was good, it was really good, but it was also really sad, this episode. Except for all Ada's part, which is... Oh! I love her so much! The love and the trust, you know, that I put into that woman, I swear, she has to survive to everything, and I trust her for that, you know, I believe into her that much that she's gonna survive to everything. And she's gonna deal with everything as a badass. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now. Tell me what did you think about this episode, and for you, what are gonna be the consequences for Tommy, how he's gonna react now. Tell me if you saw also what they did with what I said about filming Lizzie and Tommy like that, and at the end like that. Tell me if you saw it, that intention behind the camera or not, if you felt it. Tell me. No matter what, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Right.